everybody, Bama Cooley here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a supercar in every sense of the word. The McLaren 720S Performance. This thing looks bad as hell, it drives bad as hell, and we're going to check it out today. So come on, let's go. So even though it's 30 degrees here in Hoover, Alabama, when Hendrick Chevy said they had a McLaren that they was going to let me take a look at, I had to brave the elements and come down here. So that's why you see me all pretty much wrapped up. Yes, it does get cold in Alabama, by the way. So looking at this car, it's just, words can't describe it. It is a true supercar. We have McLaren right here across the front. This is kind of a gray metallic color. We have carbon fiber here around the air induction. And of course, this is more of the front, if you will, since the engine is in the back. One thing I did notice about this, though, is these LED headlamps are kind of positioned way back up into the back here, which I think is a pretty cool look. Like it's regressed back up in here. And of course, you got your blinking lamps here. You got McLaren written here. Of course, you got your splitter at the bottom. And I mean, it's a McLaren. There's not a lot I can say about it. You do have parking sensors in the front because this thing does sit really low and you really have to watch the curbs on this one. So let's go over to the side and check it out. Coming to the side, one thing you notice about this and every other supercar is just the lines and the sleekness. As the roof slopes down to the hood, of course, you see the lines coming down here. These are sitting on 19s on the front, 20s on the back. So good size tires. These are the Pirelli P0s. You have your 720S badge right here, which looks good. We have carbon fiber rear view mirrors. Door handle is in here. As you can see, it opens up. So be careful where you park this thing because you might want to park it way out at the back so you have plenty of room to operate. But as you can see here, of course, you got more air induction here as the airflow would come down for the aerodynamics. And it is just a really, really sleek supercar. Of course, right here, this is blacked out with the black roof. And, you know, we can't get any pictures of the engine. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. We'll check that out a little bit. But I just really like the profile and how it looks on the side. Of course, we got the red brake calipers here. And now let's go back and look at the back, and then we'll talk about the performance and obviously what the interior looks like. All right, in true supercar fashion, the engine is in the back, sitting right under here, but hopefully we can get some pictures of it later. Of course, you got carbon fiber right here. This thing is pretty much decked out. Of course, you got your vents, heat extractors here, mesh, everything is functional. Coming down here, you got more mesh with your tail lamps here. You got two, probably 3-inch exhaust coming out up at the top, not at the bottom. Got your diffuser here, which looks really good. It's blacked out. And you got your parking sensors in the back. And of course, you got McLaren written right here. Like I said, it's a supercar. It looks like a supercar. And that's exactly what you get. Let's go in and take a look at the interior. All right, everybody. We've looked at the outside. You know what a McLaren looks like if you're watching the channel, so I didn't go into too much of it. But let's go ahead and let's get on the inside. As you can see, there we go. We got Alcantara right here. We've got our windows. We got carbon fiber running along here. We have a 720 McLaren badge, Surrey, England. Right here, we got the red seat belts. And look at these McLaren Alcantara sport seats. And let's just go ahead and get in. I hope my point of view camera caught how agile I am getting in this. I always pop in my Raycon everyday earbuds when I'm getting ready for a review, whether it's taking calls, listening to podcasts, or drowning out distractions, or traveling on a plane. These earbuds go with me everywhere I go. These earbuds have active noise cancellation, whether you're on a noisy plane trying to watch a show, or you're up on the side of a noisy highway filming a car review. But they also have an awareness mode that still allows you to be aware of your surroundings and anything else that might be going on. And with 32 hours of battery life, they will get you through the longest trips and the longest reviews. And you want wireless charging and quick charging, 10 minutes, 1.5 hours of listening time. So these things definitely charge quick and they'll always be ready to go for you. And just like this car, many options to match your style, my Raycons are stylish, comfortable, and ready for anything I need to go do. And if you want a pair of your own, go to buyraycon.com/BamaCoolie for 15% off site-wide. And don't forget to check out the link in the description to get your pair today. The seats are fairly comfortable sitting in them, though I don't know how they would be on an extended drive. We're going to go ahead and crank it up, let you hear what it sounds on the inside while we go over the inside, because I need to turn the steering wheel the right way. Oh, that sounds awesome. That does sound awesome. That does sound really good. Okay, steering wheel. Leather, tons of carbon fiber, more of the race car style. We have carbon fiber paddle shifters. Of course, down here you got your cruise control, voice activation, windshield wipers. Like a lot of other supercars, there is technology here. You got a full digital display, which we'll change and go over here in a minute. But a lot of things are built more for simplicity and performance with weight savings. You got speakers going here. You got more carbon fiber here. Like, this thing isn't going to impress you with the massive size of its screen. And it looks like, okay, you do have touch controls. There's your drive, neutral, reverse. Does have a launch mode. There's your rooftop, your rear glass. Let's look at our storage. Massive storage, USBs, one cup holder, carbon fiber. Let's see. Looks like we got sport. We got the arrow, which means I think that lowers it. All right, let's see what we got here on the home link real quick, or the display. We don't want the home link, so we want... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I hope everybody saw that. That might be the coolest thing on this damn car. I click this active button here and the whole digital gauge cluster folds down. This is carbon fiber to where all you see is the gear you're in, your speed limit, and your revs. Oh, wow. Okay. So, to be perfectly honest with you, I haven't been able to spend any time with this car, so I'm learning as we're filming on this. Let's see here. I still don't know it. Okay, there's where handling, we're in sport, and now we're in track. So whenever we're in track mode, there you go. That's all we see, which makes sense. All right, so track, sport, and then comfort for handling and powertrain. So here we'll take it to comfort for the powertrain, comfort for the handling, which, let's be honest with you, there's only a certain amount of comfort this thing is going to possess in the handling. It's going to be a stiff ride. You're going to feel every bump, and that's just the way it's designed. There's a variable drift control, the rear view camera, garage door opener, media, settings, lighting, vehicle. We do have dual zone climate, comfort, entry, exit, camera guidelines. So this thing has tons of controls, everyone. It's probably not the most intuitive system, if I had to guess. Variable drift control, let's see what that is. Well, basically you can control how much Tokyo drift you want. I was looking to see if we could change the display settings over here. Oh, this button over here raises and lowers. Windshield wiper, voice activation. Of course, you got your headlamps. Definitely the bolstering is really good. You're not going anywhere on this. Manual adjustable seats. Yeah, this does have a launch control to get 2.8 seconds on the 0 to 60 time. All right, so let's talk performance. We're looking at a little over 700 horsepower and about 568 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60, depending on who you believe, 2.6 to 2.8 seconds. Top speed of 212 miles an hour. So this thing will go 0 to 100 in 5.5 seconds. This will go 0 to 100 as fast as a quote-unquote quick car or truck will go 0 to 60. So that tells me that the torque curve never really drops off that much on the power curve. Like, it just stays. And that's one of the things with a supercar, right? Like, you don't see a noticeable drop off from like 60 to 100 the way you do in a normal vehicle. This does have the Bowers and Wilkins sound system. But I mean, other than that, that's about it. It's a pretty simplistic layout on the inside. Now, I do like the digital dash here. There's some things you can do with it. I wish you could probably change it a little bit more than what you can, but here's the key fob. Of course, you got McLaren. You got your front opening, your lock, unlock. But other than that, I mean, it's a pretty simplistic layout on the interior. So like I said, you're not buying this for necessarily all the creature comforts, and you're not buying this for 6 and 7 hour road trips, but the power numbers are phenomenal. So since I don't have the clout of a Doug DeMuro or TFL, all right, we are going to take this for a small spin around the dealership parking lot. So we are not going, this thing wants to go on its own. We will not be going to the back roads of Tijuana. Wow, that Corvette's seen better days. Just driving in this parking lot, you can definitely tell how tight the suspension is. Like you're picking up everything. Probably do some good track laps. If none of these cars were here, I could just go around. This does have a rear view camera for backup. There you go. Hope everybody enjoyed that drive. All right, we'll get out here in a little bit and wrap it up. All right, there you have it, everyone. The McLaren 720S performance, supercar in every sense of the word. No, it's not practical. No, it's not a daily driver, but it's fun as hell. And that's exactly what they're going for. Special shout out to my friends here at Hendrick Chevy down in Hoover. Be sure to give them a call for any of your Chevy needs, whether it's a truck, car, whatever, or even a McLaren. All right, remember everyone, when you're not in a parking lot and you're in the back roads of Tijuana and you got a fun car or truck to drive, go ahead and give it the business and have fun with it. We'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one, everybody.